to episode.
I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, I don't either. This week off.
40? Is it 40?
I don't know. I think it's 5 of season 2.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
So
Let's see here real quick. What? Wrong one. Yeah, whatever. It don't matter. So this is our
we're back from vacation.
quarantine cast. Yeah, I was sick. So first off, I want to thank everybody for the get well wishes. That was very heartwarming while I was sitting on the toilet. And I do have to say, if the coronavirus is anything like what I had, I can understand fully why everybody's buying toilet paper. Because you will be wiping your butt constantly.
All right. So that's our.
Did I just kill the podcast again?
Yeah, I think you did.
Oh well. So,
make sure you wipe your butt.
Yeah. And then wash your hands. But you can knock 2 birds out with 1 stone if you just get in the shower. Because your hiney will get raw.
All right, let's. Last time it was.
I just touched my face. Anyway. So there's not much going on in the automotive news realm because everything is pretty much shut down.
Yeah,
so.
About the only thing I could find was if you still have your job.
Yeah. Are you an essential employee?
Yes.
For the time being, I am. Yeah. And I say that because most of the businesses we deal with are shut down, so that means no work coming in.
Yeah, well, they already said that if jobs start closing down, they're going to start letting us go.
Yeah.
So
I did see one thing in the news. Were you done?
I was just going to say if you have the money and you have the job, go buy a new car if you need one.
Why is that?
Because like the prices are cutting. There's like I think Kia and a bunch of other manufacturers are doing like 72 months, no interest. And if
really?
you do happen to lose your job,
is that because of the what's going on, or is that just because they're just having deals right now?
Well, no one's buying cars, so sales are down.
Yeah,
I think like 80%, 85%. So they just have all these cars on this lot doing nothing. So they're just trying to move them.
I did see one thing that you might be interested in, but I can't find it now. But Chevy is making a new truck that's like the predecessor to the 454 SS.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it said it's going to have a 6.2 liter V8 making 430 horsepower.
Okay.
And the old 454 SS only made 230.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they were choked down by emissions really bad.
Yeah. That's all I could. I was just skimming through, and I was like, oh, you might like that, and then I fell asleep.
Yeah, I looked last night, and then I came out here.
Yeah.
And I was working on that for a while.
So this is kind of fitting, I guess, for the situation that we're in. But so you find yourself in an apocalypse, post-apocalypse. What kind of vehicle would you be driving? I want to hear yours before I say mine because I want you to have an unbiased opinion.
I'm gonna say a old diesel Blazer. One of the big
like a
ones.
what is it, K15 or something like that?
I have no idea.
The big boxy ones?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good choice.
But the diesel, because diesels run forever. I don't know if those things are reliable or not. I don't know anything about them. But, yeah. It's hard to kill a diesel. So I feel like that's the way to go. And if you have one of those, you can just run over everything.
Yeah, that's true. I was thinking along the same lines, but I was going a little bit newer. And I was thinking of it on the way over here. The like 2000s GMC or Chevy Tahoe.
Yeah.
Because
they're everywhere.
They're absolutely everywhere, and they run forever. Those things last like to 400,000 miles, and parts are easy to find, easy to work on, and you got a lot of room in there. Because you'll probably be sleeping in your car or your vehicle. So in that case, you would get a conversion van.
Always with the van. You always bring it to the conversion van.
I'm gonna have a sweet conversion van one day, I think.
That's gonna be SNR's next project, a conversion van.
Just think, 2 big turbos on it.
I just remember driving Dad's van.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was scary enough. So yeah, I'd hate to think of one with like some real power. It'd be scary.
It'd be fun.
It'd be fun, but it'd be scary.
Yeah. So let us know what your apocalyptic vehicle of choice would be. I was expecting you to say like a WRX or something like that, and I was gonna like talk you out of it. I had it all planned out in my head, but it didn't go that way.
No, I'm just thinking big. You want something big.
Yeah.
And
something that can take a beating.
I want something that's diesel.
Why diesel though? Just because
they're not as common. So if there's some type of fuel shortage, it's going to be on gas, not on diesel.
Yeah, that's true.
Diesels run forever. I mean, as long as you keep them running, they don't stop.
Yeah.
And then something older, whereas like new cars are more reliable, but if something, say, like a body control system breaks, you're kind of stranded. Whereas like with one of those, they're very basic.
Yeah.
Like you can, fix it with a popsicle stick and rubber band and some chewing gum.
MacGyver it?
Yeah, you can MacGyver it. So that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Not a WRX.
Because they were named like zombie apocalypse vehicle of the year or something like that.
I remember that.
Yeah. That was my question. You got anything?
Oh, wait, I'm going to go back.
Oh, you're going to go back?
C8 bet.
Come on. I did see one of those in person the other day.
Yeah.
Before all this happened. It was over by Barefoot Landing. And I do have to say, in person, that thing is nice.
Did you watch...
the pictures do not do it justice. Let me tell you.
What was that? Was that TX2K? Someone had one out there and it like destroyed a new Supra.
Did it really?
Yeah.
National Speed dynoed one the other day.
I saw the
it's
thing
like
for it.
458 horsepower, I think it was.
Probably.
All right, we got some questions, I think.
Yeah, I don't really have anything, but that's...
What is the end goal for SNR Motoring? Would y'all want to become full-time YouTubers? Absolutely. If I can do this every day as work, yeah.
I want to make a bunch of money and go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you wear like money suits?
No.
If you had a bunch of money?
I'd wear like a Ric Flair robe.
But like with money print on it?
No.
No?
No, like the same.
I could see you wearing like a suit that looks like money. Not actually made of money, but like money print on it.
I think I go more for the Ric Flair.
Woo!
Yeah. Yep. I grow like a mullet.
Spitting on people.
Yeah.
Yelling at everyone.
Get one of those hats with like the two can holders on the side and the straw.
I still think you should go hacksaw Jim Duggan.
So if I get a bunch of money, I'm gonna run around in a Speedo.
A blue Speedo.
Just
with a
everywhere I
2x4.
go.
Yeah, I
Can't
mean,
run 2x4.
if you had that much money, I mean, it wouldn't even matter. It's not like they could lock you up. You just bail yourself out.
I do that now though.
Yeah, that's true. But you wouldn't have to worry about the consequences.
Yeah, what?
Then if you had a bunch of money.
Okay.
Because you, like I said, you can just like buy your way out of things. I saw a meme that said, "Oh, was I speeding, officer?" And the guy was holding out a piece of toilet paper, a roll of toilet paper. Oh, that's funny.
But yes, exactly what Scott said.
Yeah, definitely. If we can, I mean,
If we could make it a full-time gig, then that would be the dream.
but we can't do that without your guys' support. So, in this tough time, if you would like to help support this channel, I mean, all you got to do is subscribe and share our videos. Like, that helps us out a lot.
And rate us, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this, even if you don't listen, just go give us 5 stars and say,
Yeah.
they're funny.
The funny guys. This or that. Would you rather have... What? Oh, you were pointing. I thought you were pointing at something.
No.
An old Acura NSX or a brand new NSX? I'll say old. Mainly because I would probably, with the new NSX, I would sit in it and just not know what to do. I probably wouldn't even know how to turn the thing on because it's probably so have a lot of tech. What?
It's a push button. You just push a button.
Well, you probably got to like do all kinds of crazy configurations to make it go. I'm sure you do. It's like, I don't know, too much. Old NSX, definitely.
I'm going to say new NSX.
Oh, you traitor.
Yep.
Because it's electric, or is it hybrid, or whatever it is?
No, I really
Because
like...
you got your fancy on for these hybrids and electric cars now.
I don't like hybrids.
Or whatever they are. So you never.
I just like the way they look, but the NSX has never really done anything for me. I've never been like, ooh, an NSX, that's one of the greatest cars ever.
Yeah.
It's just, it doesn't really, like, there's so many other cars that...
Yeah, I've never like looked at one and be like, oh, I have to have one of those.
Yeah,
Not like like an MR2 or something like that.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to take anything away from the NSX. It's a great car. It's just, it doesn't rustle my jimmies.
Yeah.
But
I don't ever see them making tons and tons of power either.
I don't know.
I usually see them like 500, 600, and that's like it.
I mean, the J series is a great motor.
That's that what's in it? The J series?
I'm pretty sure it is the J.
All right. It's an old NSX. Diesel Chevy Colorado or gas Ford F-250? I don't even know.
It depends which. If we're talking about new ones,
I guess.
I would say the Ford F-250 because the diesel Colorado is like the 4-cylinder. I don't even know if they're turbo or not. They could be.
So what's in the gas Ford?
Godzilla.
Oh. Yes. Gas Ford F-250 because big V8.
Godzilla.
Go Godzilla.
We're both going for big V8s and we drive not V8s.
Yeah. Well, it's inevitable. V8's coming. And something. No, I don't know. Not these cars necessarily, but I'm sure it's coming soon. It's time for us to grow up.
What? Like stop playing with cars?
No, just play with real motors. I don't know. That's a good one. Chevy HHR or Chrysler PT Cruiser. I'm gonna go with PT Cruiser Turbo, if it's turbo, because it's got the SRT4 engine in it, and the HHR. I've actually remember when I got that bad wreck in the Mazda.
Yeah.
My rental was a Chevy HHR. The windows are literally like this big.
What motors did those have?
A 4-cylinder Ecotech, I guess. I don't know. Well, I mean, they did have the SS version too.
Yeah,
was probably turbo.
What was in the SS?
Probably like the Cobalt motor. SS. I don't know, but I couldn't even like going through the drive-through. Even though the windows worked, I still had to open up the door because I couldn't fit through the window to get whatever I wanted out of it. Remember that in the Passat, the windows didn't work.
Yeah.
And then every time we went to a drive-through,
I have to pull in front of.
I'd be that guy that had to open up the door and get my food. There's actually video of that.
Okay.
Yeah, when we used to go on our quest nights and whatever. When we had the shed. No, that was pre-shed. That was way before the shed.
Which one?
Our shed. In the climate controlled shed.
Okay, not the first one.
No, not Tyler's dad's construction shed.
We got kicked out of.
Yeah. That was it. That's all the questions.
No one else?
I do not believe so. Yeah. That was it. So how was your week? What have you been doing in this time of crisis?
Working.
Yeah.
Like business as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been going home early or anything? Like, no? Still getting hours and whatnot?
No difference.
Right now. And it's so weird, like, because I've been going to work every day too, except for, when I was sick, I was out for, let's say, Thursday. I was out of work for 3 days. The weekend fell into those, so. But, like, going to work and, like, driving around and everything, other than a lot of stuff being closed, you wouldn't think really anything was going on.
It's just really quiet, especially in the mornings.
Yeah.
Like when I leave my house, it's usually this is a happening place because you got the school.
Yeah.
Well, schools, and then I take 31, and 31's busy. But now it's like I'm one of two cars out there.
Yeah. I thought this morning on the way here that I would be the only vehicle on the road. Everybody, I guess, getting an early start on their toilet paper hunt because there was a bunch of people out this morning. We went out yesterday too, just to get out. We took a drive just to get out of the house because Christina hasn't left the house in 2 weeks. And so we went to McDonald's to get Lucas a milkshake. And like North Myrtle Beach, completely packed. Like,
yeah,
like all the obviously all the restaurants and stuff don't have any cars in the parking lot because they're only doing takeout. But like Lowe's, that you couldn't find a parking spot. It's crazy. I guess because everybody's not, everyone's home, so they're taking care of their yards and taking care of their honey-do list.
It's the only thing you can do.
That's what I did yesterday. Pulled some weeds, put down some mulch.
We took the kids to Brook Green.
Yeah.
And then came home. And
were you like the only people there?
When we first got there, there was no one.
Yeah.
But when we left, which was around 11 o'clock, they were busy.
Yeah.
And cars were, I think like 2 or 3 cars were still coming in. But the roads were busy.
I wouldn't. I guess they could. They can still stay open because they're not like a confined.
They're out. Everything's out in the open.
Yeah,
So
outdoors.
anything, all the indoor stuff was closed.
Did you go to the zoo?
Yeah, that's what we walked through. That zoo.
I never knew there was a zoo there until like last year. Christine was like, "Let's go to the zoo at Brook Green." I'm like, "There's no zoo at Brook Green. I've been there hundreds of times. There's no zoo." Sure enough, there's a zoo. Those little playhouses are pretty cool too. You can't get the kids off of them.
No, big girls didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
I'll live here. Bye.
All right, see ya. Was the butterfly pavilion open?
No, they closed that down.
Oh, they did.
Mm-hmm. Anything
because of the virus.
Mm-hmm. Anything that was indoor was shut down.
Yeah.
Can't be killing all the butterflies, man. Come on.
Butterfly. So yeah, let us know what your town's like. I'm pretty sure it's probably the same. Well, I'm sure like more populated areas are probably a lot more shut down than we are.
Yeah, I mean,
New York City.
Myrtle Beach is kind of behind the curve on everything.
The mayor told all the tourists to get out, basically, though, by today. So
He's an idiot. All of Myrtle Beach. Higher ups are idiots. And I'm being nice.
have you met them?
No, they just make really dumb decisions. Like, this place is not a cool place to live.
Yeah. All right.
Surprised you're not spouting off about some conspiracy theory.
What's the point?
Are you done with that? Okay.
No, I mean, it's... I think... Here's what you want to hear, the latest one? Might as well, right?
Yeah, we got a couple minutes left. Go ahead.
I think that it was a form of warfare, if you will, that was leaked out unintentionally. Like,
Oops.
yeah. But yeah, I think it was an attempt to take us out. But yeah. But also I think that it depends on like who you look at and who you watch and who you listen to. Like, everything is like blown up a different way. So it's like some people are like, it's not as bad as you think it is, and then other people are like, ah. Like, do you listen to Ben Shapiro?
Yeah, Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, he had one of the doctors on the other day, and he was like, yeah, the death rate is not as bad as you think it is. So I don't know, but yeah, I think China, and I'm not being racist. China. Did you see that video of Trump when the reporter is like, "Why do you keep calling it a Chinese virus? It's so racist." And he's like, "There's nothing racist about it. It comes from China." It's so funny the way he says it. Oh man, yeah. I saw a meme the other day. It's like people are afraid to call it a Chinese virus, but you still call it Chinese food.
Good point.
But yeah, I think it was act of some sort of warfare.
Okay.
That's the latest of my conspiracy theories. It's something to take us out.
That didn't go off the rails as bad as I thought it would. I thought it was going to start here and end up over here somewhere.
Yeah. Keep burping. Sorry. Do you have any theories? You haven't said much about it, because I know you said 2 weeks ago you didn't want to talk about it, but
it's a disease. Like, I'm not.
We are breaking the rules right now.
About what?
We're too close.
Oh, you've already had it, so
Yeah.
you're just.
I'm almost positive I did have it, just because I had a cough as well that at night, like it would not stop no matter what I did. I took cough medicine, cough drops, nothing because it was in my lungs.
Whiskey?
I tried whiskey too, and
Okay.
it just
I figured whiskey'd kill anything.
I took a couple shots of whiskey, and it didn't take the cough away. It just made me feel fuzzy.
I just imagine you standing there like taking a drink, coughing,
do anything.
take another drink. And you're, damn it. And then to the point you're fake coughing just so you can drink more whiskey. Christina's yelling at you.
What are you drinking that for?
That's
That's not what she sounds like. Really.
We'll edit that.
I don't think she listens anymore anyway.
Anymore?
Yeah, at all.
Yeah, I don't think Jen's listened to one.
I was going to say something else. But yeah, so I was coughing, and then last Thursday, not this past Thursday, but the Thursday before, I went home sick from work because I had a fever. So I went home and went to sleep to get rid of the fever. Woke back up, still had the fever. It wasn't a big fever. It was 100.2. So enough to make it feel like junk. But so I called the hospital. It's like, oh man, should I get tested? Blah, 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 blah. So I called the hospital. She's like, well, you need to do telehealth and all that stuff. So I downloaded the app after, I think it was like 3.5 hours on hold
Nice.
to see the doctor on the phone. She was like, yeah, don't go back to work and go get tested. But this was at this time, it was like almost 6:00 at night. So she's like, well, you're probably not going to get tested today because it's too late. I'm like, okay, well, I'll call tomorrow. So I called the next day. They didn't have a fever anymore. And the guy was like, well, no, I called the hospital and takes you to an operator, some nice little old lady. So I was like, yeah, I did the telehealth thing. And she's like, okay, let me patch you through. So they patched me through to the ER. I was like, yeah, I think I need a coronavirus test. And she's like, hold on. So they patched me through to some other guy. He's like, all right, I got a few questions for you. I'm like, all right. Are you short of breath? I said, not right now, but at night I just cough constantly and I can't stop. Do you have a fever? Not right this second. I did yesterday. And he's like, okay, well, you're low risk. Just stay home. We're not going to test you because you don't have a fever. I'm like, all right. Well, so if you don't have all the symptoms and you don't have any underlying like illnesses, any respiratory illnesses or like cancer or anything like that, they're not going to waste their time testing a 35-year-old man with no other conditions. So that was my Friday.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
I'm sad I missed that.
Yeah, no lie. I was on. They're like saying how quick and easy this is, and like you're on hold for 3.5 hours, staring at your phone. Because it would like I was like 19th in line, and it would go down like 4, and then it like would stay on that number. 15. Is that right?
Math.
It would stay on 15 for like an hour. I'm like, oh my God. I'd like gnaw it off and I'd wake back up and it'd be still on 15. I'm like, do I really need to waste my time with this? Like, I don't have a fever anymore. I'm still coughing and I got pee butt, but I don't know.
Click.
Yeah. Well, but I waited until I finally saw the doctor and she was, told me to stay home for 2 weeks, but I don't think I can watch Frozen 2 anymore.
I still have yet to see it.
Oh, really? Lucky you, because the entire time that I was home, the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5 days, I was home. It was on every day.
We when we went to go see it in the theaters, I think, I don't know, there was 30 minutes left. And the 2-year-old was like, I'm bored. And like, she's just going crazy. So I take her out in the little lobby. And we, like, basically, I didn't pay for it, but we just played on the Fast and Furious machine. Like, she would make me sit beside her. And she would say, you steer. And she would just hold the shifter. And just like...
Lucas has memorized all the songs. I think he's going to be a performer of some sort because, like, he like acts out all the scenes and everything in movies he likes. Like, he'll sing out the songs and like do like theatrical dances and stuff. So funny.
The 5-year-old has all that crap memorized.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
It's time.
It's like 35 minutes.
That's good. So, go ahead.
I was just going to say, thank you, everyone, for listening.
Yes.
And
supporting us
in
these tough economic times.
So, you know what to do.
Yes.
Bye.
See ya.